What's up, everybody? Ryan Adams Group at Compass, and today we have our 5th episode of Ryan and Real Estate. Let's do it. So today we're talking about, by the way, before I start, if you could do me a favor, if you're watching this video, just take one moment, stop, subscribe to us. It helps our whole algorithm. Give us a like and click the notification bell so that we get you that most important information as you grow and learn in your knowledge of real estate with us. Today we're talking about real estate commission, how do realtors get paid, and what you as a potential buyer or a seller might expect as far as real estate commission goes. A realtor, it's an awkward word because, every other job out there typically that's not a commission-based job, you know exactly how much you're going to get paid. It comes, everyone's agreed on it. There's no vagueness or unclear information about it. But in real estate, we do all this work. We're showing houses, we're talking about listing your house, we're getting stagers to come, we're doing all kinds of stuff, and then we're sitting there going, the buyer seller may be sitting there going, how am I going to pay this? We haven't even talked about getting paid. Well, it's actually pretty simple. First off, let's talk about what's the standard rate. Well, actually, let me say this first. Realtors are paid 100% commission based. There is no, you can find some brokers out there that have like flat fees or things like that, which I would encourage you to really do your research on people like that, because usually in real estate, you get what you pay for. Most things in life too, right? But realtors are paid on 100% commission base. That means the broker actually is the one getting paid, not the actual real estate agent. The broker gets paid, and based on the particular split or commission structure that he has with that agent, that's how he passes that down to the agent. Most agents are on some type of a split with their broker, and they are getting the majority of that, but the broker is going to take a little bit off the top because they're taking the majority of the liability with this real estate transaction. Question number one, what is the standard fee for commission? Well, actually, before I get there, let me say this. Who pays for it? In a standard commission structure, the seller actually pays the broker a fee, a percentage fee of the sales price that they're able to sell their home for. What is that standard fee? It's 6%. Where does that 6% go? Well, typically, standard again, 3% would go to the listing agent and 3% would go to the buying agent. I've had so many clients when they're selling their home, and if I didn't describe this, I do my good job of describing this up front, they're like, why am I paying the buyer's agent? Well, you're paying the buyer's agent to actually bring you a buyer, and that buyer's agent is representing the buyer. And you're paying the listing agent to represent you, and he or she is representing you and your best interest. That's usually the best setup. That's usually standard. So that means if you're using an agent to help you purchase a home, you are not typically, and I don't really know many situations where this has happened, at least I haven't had it happen, you're not going to pay your buyer's agent to do anything. They're doing that, and they're getting their payment from the listing broker, the seller. So standard is 6%. Are there variations to that? Yes. There's iBuyers who have a different rate. There's discount brokers, which I talked about in my last episode about that. Be very careful with discount brokers. Again, typically you get what you pay for. And the reason I know this is because I work with a lot of other agents on different sides of transactions. And usually when I find and come across discount brokers, usually they are very difficult to communicate with. They're very difficult. It's a difficult situation. And usually, guys, you do get what you pay for. Standard, it's 6%. Sometimes if an agent is working with you to help you sell and buy a home, they'll give you maybe a little bit of a discount on selling your home first, since that's what you're being charged to do. And they're going to get a 3% commission to help you buy your home. So that's the standard rate. Yes, there can be variations, it's all negotiable, but I would encourage you, if you knew what these realtors did, and if you have a good real estate agent who works hard and has a process and systems and great communication and great reviews, it's worth paying the 6%. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Where does the commission go? Does, say you're selling a $300,000 house and there's $9,000 of commission per side, and that $9,000 is going to your listing agent, and you're like, man, he's taking that $9,000 check and he's just putting it in his pocket. Is that what happens? Well, the reality is, no. First, the broker is going to take some. The listing agent then is going to get the remainder amount. And then if he has any team members that are under him that are helping with marketing or transaction work or whatever that might be, photos, the marketing expenses that sometimes aren't just built into one house, but they're built into multiple houses, those expenses get passed on. And then finally, the last person is typically that agent who's going to get the remaining amount, which he has to take in. Agents don't get 401ks, they don't get their taxes paid. They take that, whatever's left from that check after it goes through all those filters of other people that need to get paid, they then take that check and use to pay their taxes, keep their insurance for their family, and hopefully also put some money back into their business, and then whatever's left is usually for their own pay. So when you just see that $9,000 or whatever the amount might be, just know there's a lot more that goes into the process of that agent that usually there's other fees and other people that are going to be associated with it. Now, discount brokers, typically those type of people, they do it and they keep the check, but they don't offer really many other services to make sure that your transaction is cared for. The other thing is, like, there's insurance that we have that helps protect us and our clients in case there are errors in the contract and the liability that comes along with that. Because when that agent represents you, they're also taking on the liability that all is enclosed with that, making sure you've done your part as a seller or buyer to fill out the appropriate paperwork so you don't get into a pickle. So anyway, that's the structure of real estate commission, and that's how it's played out. And I would just encourage you, as you think about it, you may just literally be calculating it and thinking this agent's going to make this killing deal off of this, but just realize behind the scenes, if you have a really good agent, they usually have a really good team like we do here at the Adams Group that we structure to help maximize and give our clients the best possible experience, the best possible service. And we do so many things behind the scenes that I wish my clients could see. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm going to do a day in the life of a real estate agent just so you can see what we do. But there's so much that goes beyond this, behind the scenes, that you don't even see. And so paying that real estate commission is totally worth it, and I promise you that. All right, there you go. That's Real Estate Commission, episode 5. We will see you next time on Ryan and Real Estate. See ya.